I am here with Sydney Thomas for the August edition of Fundraising Today for Mercury. Sydney, can you go ahead and introduce yourself for the founders that are watching?
Hi, everyone. Really great to see you. I'm Sydney Thomas. I'm the founder and general partner of Symphonic Capital. We're a pre-seed fund focused on fintech and digital health companies and consider ourselves investors with a long view, meaning that we want to be with you and supportive of you across multiple stages.
Love that. All right. So, as I mentioned, this is just going to be a quick August pulse check. We want to hear what's going on out there in the wild world of fundraising. So, how would you generally describe the fundraising environment right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's August. That means a lot of investors are in Portugal.
Portugal this year? Is that the popular spot?
It's Portugal. And I'm not immune. I was also in Portugal and
Amazing. How was it?
it was awesome. It's worth all the hype.
Okay. All right, so it's a little slow. Anything,
It's
is it still
slow.
going? Or we like, should founders just give up for August, or what do you
Oh
think?
my gosh. Yes, no, never give up. And it's definitely still going, but yes, it's slower. So that means start building relationships and expect things to start closing in September, but definitely don't count yourself out. There's a lot of investors who are still working, even if they're in a different time zone.
Sure. Any tips on how to best get a hold of founders in these kind of like off sleepy times? Anything that's more effective or less effective?
hmm I think the best thing to do is to really use this time to communicate, over communicate. Talk about what are you building, why are you building it, what is happening in your business, and try and catch them with some really exciting news. Did you just close a deal? Did you just have a really exciting hire? All of that stuff I think is still particularly interesting. A founder in our portfolio closed her round in actually a day, and so very proud. And it was because she had such great things to say about her business. Her business is growing.
Yeah, awesome. Um, of of the deals that are happening right now, what types are you seeing sort of more momentum around, less momentum? Obviously, the last few months we've seen a lot of AI momentum. Is that still happening? Is it shifting a little bit? Like what are you seeing there?
hmm I'm seeing the AI hype slow down a little bit, and what we're really monitoring is this really interesting new wave of companies that have a different go-to-market strategy for digital health. So I'm seeing a lot of digital health companies come on the market that are selling to clinics, which
Okay.
is really fascinating, which we hadn't seen before. Our hypothesis is it's because they are not seeing as much traction selling into employers, given that a lot of HR and employers more generally are cutting back on some of the really exciting perks that they had invested in during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to see some more creative go-to-market strategies for these different companies.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. What advice would you have for a founder that's kicking off a round right now? Seed, A, pre-seed, maybe somebody who's hoping to raise, let's call it in the next 3 months, since things are a little bit weird right now. Any advice that you have?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is, when there's weirdness, there's opportunity to actually fundraise in accordance to your own values. I think that I was actually just giving a pep talk to one of my founders earlier today, and one of the things that I talked about is like, you don't have to do the um, I think, gimmicky stuff that you had to do maybe a few months ago or even a year ago to close your round. Just be authentic, find the right people. There's some really, really amazing investors out there. And once you find the folks you really want to build with, focus on them.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we've got a little bit of time left. I'm going to throw you a bonus question. Do you have any tips specifically around deck structure? So, any, or not even deck, maybe it's not even deck, maybe it's a dock. Like, what do you like to see? Are you seeing any trends in terms of like how founders are effectively pitching right now? Is there anything you particularly love when you see it? Like, anything that founders can take away from you there?
Yeah, our main question is always, what are you going to do with the money? I think that most founders wait until the last slide to tell their story. And I think you can actually pull it up earlier. Why are you raising? What is the story around it? What do the next 12 to 18 months look like for your company? That's what we're investing in. And the strategy of Symphonic is that we're really excited about holding you to those milestones. And so working with you and alongside you to make sure that you're accountable for the things that you're really excited about accomplishing. And so that's what we care about the most.
Cool. We love an accountability buddy. Um,
Yes.
Amazing. All right. Awesome. Well, thanks, Sydney. This was super helpful, very concise, quick, up to the point, easy to understand. So really appreciate you coming on. And I'll say a thank you from all the founders watching as well. You dropped a lot of good nuggets of feedback and advice here. So appreciate you.
Of course. This is so much fun.
Awesome. All right. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.